When you hear the name Buddy Mullins, you're not just talking about a singer. You're talking about a man whose entire life has been dedicated to music, ministry, and missions. Buddy grew up in a family that lived and breathed gospel music. His parents weren't just musicians. They were also evangelists, traveling and sharing the good news of Jesus wherever God opened the door. That foundation shaped Buddy from the very beginning, and it set him on a path that would one day take him to some of the biggest stages in gospel music. In the early 1990s, Buddy joined the Gaither vocal band, a moment that would forever mark his place in gospel music history. His time with the group was so impactful that it earned him an induction into the Gospel Music Association's Hall of Fame. During those years, Buddy shared the stage with legends like Bill and Gloria Gaither, and even performed alongside artists like Clay Cross, Stephen Curtis Chapman, Amy Grant, Newsboys, and DC Talk. His voice was heard at events as large as the Billy Graham Crusades, and he also traveled with Josh McDowell on the Right From Wrong tour. But Buddy isn't just a singer. He's also a songwriter and musician. Songs like It's Still the Cross and God Is Believable climbed the charts and became #1 hits, reminding listeners of the power and truth of the gospel.
I see great clouds gathering in your skies of blue, and I know you can't outrun the rain or go around, you must walk through. So you find yourself on bended knee praying that the storm will pass. Just remember, God will be your strength, and tighten up your grasp and hold on today. But there'll be tomorrow, the sun will rise. Surely goodness will follow today. Won't be tomorrow, no. Hold on, keep the faith, but hold on today.
Yet Buddy's story is about more than music. In the 1990s, his parents followed God's call to missions in Albania, where they founded the Hope for the World Foundation, a ministry dedicated to caring for orphans and meeting physical needs while sharing the love of Christ. That mission work became part of Buddy's heartbeat. In 2008, he stepped away from the music spotlight to serve as a worship pastor and later joined his family's mission work full-time. Today, Buddy serves as the CEO of Hope for the World Foundation, using his voice, his influence, and his music to shine a light on what really matters, loving people and pointing them to Jesus. And yet, music never left him. In 2021, something unexpected happened. Michael Booth told Buddy that his brother Ronnie was retiring from the Booth brothers. At first, Buddy thought it was a joke, but it wasn't. Michael was serious, and Buddy suddenly found himself faced with a big decision. He didn't say yes right away. He didn't say no either. He took it to God, and in time, he knew that stepping into that role was exactly where the Lord wanted him. By June 4th, 2021, Buddy was officially introduced as the newest member of the Booth brothers, joining Michael and Paul Lancaster in carrying on one of gospel music's most beloved trios. Buddy hasn't just kept up with music. He's also continued to grow as an artist. In 2023, he released a solo album titled Fearless, proving that even after decades of ministry, his passion for creating music that points people to Christ is still alive and strong.
Will I answer? Here am I. Will I give and go? Just try to bring hope to every nation, to become the arms of love. Walk out of my familiar, if it's only just for one. Give
On the personal side, Buddy is blessed with a beautiful family. He and his wife, Kerri, not only share life together, but they also minister side by side. Their daughters, Victoria and Olivia, are following in their parents' footsteps, using their gifts in both music and ministry. So, when you put it all together, Buddy Mullins is a man who has given his voice, his time, and his life to two things that matter most: the message of the gospel and the mission of reaching people with God's love. And here's the encouraging part for us, friends. Buddy's story reminds us that life doesn't always go in a straight line. Sometimes God calls us into unexpected places, like stepping into a group we never planned to join, or leaving behind a career for a season to focus on family or missions. But if we stay faithful, God has a way of weaving every chapter into something bigger than we could have written for ourselves. Maybe you're in a season where God is redirecting you. Maybe you're wondering if the doors in front of you are really the right ones. Buddy's journey is living proof that when we trust God, He places us exactly where we need to be. So, let his story encourage you today. Stay faithful. Keep singing your song, whatever that looks like in your life, and let God use you for His glory. As of September 2025, gospel singer Buddy Mullins isn't currently on the road with a full schedule of concerts or tours. And that's okay, because his life right now is beautifully balanced between music, ministry, and mission. Today, Buddy continues to serve as the CEO of Hope for the World Foundation, the ministry his family began years ago with a heart for missions. Through this organization, Buddy and his wife Kerri are still sharing the love of Christ in very practical ways, feeding the hungry, caring for orphans, and meeting needs around the world. Whenever Buddy and Kerri do sing or appear, those moments are generally promoted through his official website or on social media channels. On Facebook, the Hope for the World Foundation continues to post updates about their mission work, keeping supporters connected to the incredible ways God is using this ministry. While you might not see a packed concert calendar right now, what you do see is impact, lives being touched both through song and through service. And here's where this update speaks to us. Buddy's journey shows that ministry isn't always about big stages or constant tours. Sometimes the greatest work happens quietly, in mission fields, in family legacies, in songs that reach across generations. So if you're watching this and you feel like your season doesn't look as busy or loud as someone else's, take heart. God works in both the spotlight and the stillness. Just as Buddy is faithfully serving where God has planted him, you can also make a difference right where you are.